64.8% and 66% respectively, plus or minus 50 basis points. Quarterly GAAP gross margins of 63.1% for NVIDIA. That's November Victor Delta Alpha. DOOR, Masonite. Masonite reported $1.26. The estimate was $1.14. Sales ahead at $619 million ahead of estimate. That's a beat for Delta Oscar, Oscar Romeo.
What up, guys? I'll be right on. Hold on 1 second. I started the stream without getting ready. Why isn't my thumbnail not working?
NYMT, New York Mortgage Trust, November Yankee Michael Tango reporting 19 cents. The estimate was 9 cents for NYMT.
Who's this Martian talking, man? Oh, my camera's not on. All right, guys, what's going on? We're at the UFO convention. Going straight for the moon. But anyway, nah, it's fine. He could come all he wants. We have no regrets. He could show me his portfolio and then we could talk about it. Is Reddit down? I thought Nokia was squeezing, wasn't it? Charlie said it was. Yeah, Nokia's at $4. It went up 3 cents. Guys, if you had 1 million shares of Nokia, you would have made $3 million. Simple. That's a squeeze. You guys want to see a real squeeze? This is a freaking squeeze. All my paper hand trolls. $370-point move on the NQ. What's that? 370 times 20 is what? 8,000? Wow. I'm up like a point on AMC right now.
Is no longer having a significant
Charlie's
impact
having a
on
blast. He's
demand.
just talking nonstop.
That's from NVIDIA.
Wait, what happened with Reddit? Wrong chart. Hold on, let me see my thumbnails working. All right, guys. So let me check on Reddit.
AXAS getting a pop here. Alpha X-ray, Alpha Sandy.
Or does anyone have squeezes back?
Reddit regarding an earlier outage says identified issue. Systems are beginning to recover.
They
That's
probably got
Reddit.
the influx of Reddit readers probably just went on there and crashed the system. They said it was an outage. They didn't say it was. Oh, I can't believe Nasdaq is still ripping. Oh, it's closed now, but
BNL, Broadstone Net Lease, reporting Q4 adjusted FFO
AMC.
of 30 cents.
What's the short flow on AMC? This is 10%. Yeah, I think we're squeezed. No, but honestly, guys, I said many times before, right, over this level here, where we are at now, if this thing holds up over that level, then we could talk about squeeze. I don't know how high it would go or how substantial it would be, but if it holds up, and I've said this many, many times ever since back here, we could always get back on the train if we wanted to. But this is the trading zone, right? This trading range that kind of was giving us issues last time. So people remember that. But now with all the shorts that, we're getting in on these pops, every single time it popped up and then sold off, now they're getting stuck. They probably expected another pop and sell off, and it didn't happen.
RCII
So it depends how sustainable this move is. If everyone is holding, then we won't go up. But if everyone is going to be buying, then maybe it will go up. But apparently everyone is holding AMC. No one's buying. Every day is kind of entertaining to me. Ever since I went to futures trading, it's like this kind of move, like it's 30% move here. So it's like, it's okay. But this would have to go to $40 to make the same move that NQ made today. It's like, is it that exciting? I have 100 shares. I'll add. If it squeezes, I'll add. But I have 100 shares. Up a little bit over a point. Quick $100, I could just take it now and buy some popcorn. I don't know. No idea. But my stop loss will be basically break even at this point. That's unless it crashes overnight. If it crashes overnight, then different. But if during trading hours, my stop will be break even because I'm below 830. Small bucket of popcorn, yeah. I'm planning on doing a put on GME. I don't really do options, but eventually it will be a good idea. But right now, I don't know if it's worth it. Who knows what they're planning, you know? It's like a casino. So GME's at 118. I mean, the only guy was 128. The only guy that's winning right now is DFV. I mean, he bought 50,000 shares. 50,000 shares. They went up 100 points already from when he bought. That's a lot of money. It's $5 million that he just made today. Must be nice. Nah, I don't know if anyone's making that much money. I would buy. There's a video. Mr. Beast bought everything in the store. I would just buy everything in the store and just give it away. I wouldn't tell people though. Like what I would do is like when people come into the store, I'd be like, um, you know, people are buying something when they're at the checkout line, I'd be like, oh, it's free. Just so you know it's free. But you gotta ask to make sure that's everything that they wanted. So we think AMC is still going up? It could go up, yeah. It's the pattern that it's making right now. It definitely could go higher. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how high it's gonna go, but I'm gonna be playing it tight. Should hit that like, guys. Let's get some likes on the stream. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea. It's definitely looking interesting, and it's hitting the levels that I was talking about for the whole entire duration when we were dumping. You know. Let me just pull up AMC as well here, so we have both. And new highs again on AMC. Did I see your Discord DM? No, I did not. So here we have some traders in the. Oh my God, GME is going, guys. $10. Nah, I don't think anyone's upset. They're making. Who you think is moving the stock? It's the wealthy. It's not the little guys moving the stock. All the little guys are holding. This is not small money moving the stock. I mean, just look at the volume and multiply it by how much money it would cost to move that. Why does all the good stuff happen after hours? It's just much easier to move the stock in after hours. Way less volume required to move the stock. Not sure why actually, but I guess there's not as much high frequency trading and stuff. Yeah, I sold. I sold and I got back in now. Pretty much the same exact price. I don't expect to make my money back on this position, but to make my money back, it would have to go. For me to make my money back, it would have to go to 17. Oh, yeah, obviously. If I bought it where I sold it, it would have to go back to where I bought it in the first place. Yeah, AMC broke $10. Yeah, I mean, day trading is much riskier, right? But all I want to say is look how similar the charts are looking. Is anyone complaining right now about them? Is anyone going to complain that the stocks are moving the same? Or are they just going to realize that this is what the stock market does all the time? It's sympathy play. And I don't know if I think AMC is moving because of GameStop. I don't think GameStop's moving because of AMC. But the charts are identical. This one is 5 minutes and this one's 2 minutes. But if I put on 5 minutes, I mean they're almost identical charts. It's just GME was halted for a while. Ooh. Well, the halts are normal. I'm up almost 2 points. Yeah, I'm up 2 points per share. So I lost 9 points. So we're halfway there, kind of. Yeah, because there's this they are basically in the same sector, right? Believe it or not. Yeah, ancient slumber. I have no idea what's going on. How did this? Well, it started with the options, I think, but now I don't know if the hype just got back on it. We'll see if it's sustainable. If it's sustainable, then that's very interesting. And after hours, they can't hold stocks. They don't hold stocks after hours, so it's much easier for them to just freely move. I mean, this is huge, huge moves. Oh, I'm glad I jumped on the train. Why would anyone sell now? Because they might be up a lot. If I had a big position, it's not easy to hold, right? So if you took 10,000 shares at $7, you might as well sell it and hold a couple shares, you know? Not everyone has the same idea. That's what makes the market so interesting. Wow. $1.50 per I mean $2.50 per share I'm up. Oh, about to double my day. Yeah, Razor me either. I'm shocked. I've been saying it. Everything's possible in the market, so just gotta jump on the train. My goodness. Oh my god. 150 on GME. But like, what is causing this move? This is such a manipulation of the market, right? No one's gonna talk about that because it's only manipulation when stocks go down. But what a manipulating stock this is right now. There's no reason for it to go like that, and it's going, and it's amazing. I don't question it. I just love this. Up 3 points per share. I just made my third of my losses back. No, I got back in just before at $8. 8.24 I got back in. Eddie, do you have a plan with it? What's your plan? You should write out your plan now. What will make you happy? So that way when it happens, you're not holding it. I probably will, John. Right? These squeezes. If it's gonna be a squeeze, it's not gonna last long. It's just gonna go to the moon and come right back, just like the SpaceX rockets. Do I think it's weird that it's squeezing end of day? No, not at all. It's very common. Plus, AMC was playing with that all day today. AMC was setting up for it today. It's not like AMC wasn't moving at all today. It was holding up nicely. Like this is a beautiful. If AMC didn't have the past history, this is a beautiful chart. You know, for a squeeze, or for a move up, not a squeeze, but move up. Technical, technical chart, almost like a cup and handle. Razor, that's the problem. I don't think people are gonna sell. That's gonna be the biggest thing. It's like people are just gonna hold. Wow, very impressive. If it gets to 13, I'll sell at 13. I think 13, my lucky number. Someone knows something we don't know, and it pisses me off. Nah. Like, I don't know why, but people are so excited to see this. But this is not even a big move. We have stocks that move bigger than this every day almost, you know? Even KOSS is moving? No way. Why is KOSS? Even KOSS is moving. It's crazy how sectors play out, man. Sectors, sector plays in stocks are just insane. Oh wow, 177. Again, GME is a way better play than AMC as always. I mean, GME already went up 274%, and AMC only 61%. So again, GME is a way better play always. Should have bought some GME instead. No, not for equity. There's no equity trading in yeah, not all night streams for me. Way too much money to be made in the NQ. They gotta be rested. Did I get back in AMC? Yes, I did. Uh, if I can make half my losses back, I'll be happy. But I wish I got into GME instead. GME is way better, way bigger percentage move. Wow, almost $200. Holy shit. This is as big of a move, guys, as we saw when it went to like 500. Because this is going from $40 to 200. So going from, I don't know, like 150 to 500 is the same. Incredible. This is incredible. $200 on GameStop, guys. This isn't a short squeeze. Yeah, I mean this is considered a short squeeze. If a stock goes from $50 to 200, I mean that's a big move. No, I don't think this has anything to do with Federal Reserve. It's like some big money being involved in this GameStop. Um, yeah, like $43 or something. Yeah, I can't even see the chart because it's so like weird. Oh, look at my resistance level that I had drawn 3 weeks ago. It's working out perfect. Hopefully it comes back up. The next target will be 240. Bet I can't stay on too late. Oh, fuck. I was supposed to go somewhere at 5, but they might have to wait a little bit. It's not that important, but I do agree. You gotta do your own due, dil- due diligence, whatever it's called. I can't even pronounce that. How is it? Due. From coming from Polish language, some words are just so hard for me to pronounce. But yeah, DD. Um, that's the thing though. That's the biggest problem because most people didn't do any of their own research, and not only that, they don't know how to do research, right? So um, the biggest thing is that you cannot just hold stocks and thinking that they're gonna come back. And if you think that that's the way to do it, then please come back to me in 2-3 years if you're still around and if you've made money, because I've been around for a long time and I know that that's not how stock market works. Um, you get lucky a lot of times, but those are usually the plays that you don't have a lot invested in. But even Express is moving. Everything's moving. It's like the whole sector just like exploded. Everything in the market rowdy is squeezing, not just that's the biggest thing. You got to recycle your money in the market, right? Um, like, what is your plan right now? So if you're holding AMC, do you have a plan when you're gonna sell? Right? That's something that you have to ask yourself. I believe everything's moving because of GME, because GME is the main one, and GME had the call sweep earlier. But if a lot of people don't have PDT, then a lot of people are trading such a small size. Like it's I don't know. I'm not laughing at, everyone's financial situation is different, but like they think that they have 20 shares and that they make a difference, like the market doesn't care. The market doesn't care if you have 1,000 shares. If you have millions or millions of dollars in the stock, then you can make a difference. So I don't have big strides either. If this thing goes to 17, I'll make my loss back because I got exactly 100 shares at the same spot I bought. But what if I sell aftermarket? Will I get money tomorrow when market opens? If you have margin account, then yes. If you have a margin account, you get money right away. So like if I sell it now, like I get the money. Well, you don't get the money as far as the profit goes. So like if I bought at $800, that's $800 of money. If I sold it now at $10.50, that's $1,050, right? So that's $250 difference. That $250 I don't get today. I will get that tomorrow. But I'll get the $800 back in my buying power. Yeah, people are gonna start buying it like, up top again. This is gonna cause more panic and more destruction than before, I think. But that's just my opinion. Because now people are gonna be like, oh, I knew I should have held. I should have put mortgage into it. I should have done this, should have done that. And it's just generating bad habits in the market. But yeah, exactly. This already was something we've never seen before. Like GME, I mean, I guess Tilray went to 300. GME went from like what? GME was like $20 to $40 before. It's like 1,000% move. I mean, it just how fast GME went from 150 to 500. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I don't have a meeting. It's just I have to help a friend set something up. Real estate is the best way to kind of overcome the value of the dollar dropping because real estate's always gonna go up no matter what. Even if it has a crash, it's not gonna. The same thing with stocks. If you look at good stocks just if you invest in the overall stock market, you have a very low chance of it dropping and destroying you. I don't know why it happened either, but I got on it. I wish I sold already now because it's dropping, but I don't have much size. I just love my Nasdaq. Nasdaq, if you guys want to make big moves every day, then trade the Nasdaq. Because you guys probably do better than me since I'm paper hands. I can't hold for shit. But when it comes to scalping, I'm pretty good at it. See, Bob, that's what's going to happen. People are going to be chasing it. People are going to be chasing it up there. I'm wondering if I'm being dumb for keeping more money in cash than stocks. Well, you need to have money saved up for like emergency, right? So let's say 6 months worth of living. If you have that, then you could kind of consider that you have too much money just sitting in your account that's kind of going nowhere, right? You're not earning anything on it. Versus if you put it, but that's the thing, you can't expect to need that money anytime soon because if you put it like in Apple, for example, right? You put it in Apple, yeah, like if you put it at let's say 125, it just went to 118 yesterday. You can't expect it to grow like tremendously. But if Apple goes to 175 by end of the year, I mean that's a huge gain, you know, or by even by end of 2021, it's better than money sitting in your bank account. Versus with these stocks, the gains are never gonna sustain themselves. They're always gonna sell off because it's just a squeeze, right? If a stock is squeezing, that is not a investment. That's just an opportunity to ride it up and dump it when it's at the top or close to the top or when it's on its way down. I already lost my gains today. What do you mean? You were killing it. 181. Why are you playing with it right now, man? You're doing what I did yesterday. You're doing exactly what I did yesterday. You didn't have enough. I took a $680 day yesterday and ripped it because I wanted $50 more. Shelby, when did you buy? What price? I'm glad I sold because I got back in. Opportunity came and got back in, right? So I was able to take that money and put it somewhere else and make more money with it, right? So that's how I looked at it. Even though it wasn't much, 100 shares, but it was still $800 that I put in my $800 put back in my account. And $800 times 4 times margin, that's decent money that you could use to make money on other stocks. TD's working for me. I'm not trading on it. I'm watching charts and it's working for me. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is a pullback or if this is a... Nah, John, I don't think Robinhood is 1/20th or 100th of the volume that this is doing. I don't think it's Robinhood. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it's Robinhood. Most people in Robinhood don't have that much money. You know? Because if you're playing with big money in your account, and I'm talking thousands of dollars, like, you know, tons of, like tens of thousands, you want to have a broker that's reliable. You don't want to be a Robinhood, right? Because it's just too sketchy. You want something that's quick. You want to have customer support. You want to have a hotline to call. So if you're playing with big money, you're not going to be with Robinhood. Yeah, I mean, on AMC, GME is still going. But how are you, Cole? What's your average and how you doing? And we're not on the moon yet. It's a joke. And I got back in where I sold, and I already made my losses 10 times more on some other stocks in the meantime while you were holding it the whole time. So the reason I'm on is because of the trolls. But yeah, Cole, what's your average and how many shares do you have? This might crash before the open. I don't know. It could. An offering would be pretty funny. But I think GameStop, that is a pretty big move. I think it's going to move a couple more times before it dies down. But it's not going to be a sustainable move, right? So again, if it squeezes and you don't sell, don't come back to me and tell me that it's squeezed because you never sold anyway and you didn't make any money. So it doesn't matter, right? The squeeze has already happened on both of them. It's just now it's a second squeeze, you know? But if you've never been around the markets, you think this is normal. That's just how it works. If you've never been around the market before and you see this happen all the time now, like on AMC and GME, you see stocks go up, 300-400% all the time, then you think that's not a squeeze because you think that's just part of the market, but it's actually not. Those are fairly rare occasions, and those are called the squeezes. A squeeze is just the only thing that you could call a squeeze is that I guess shorts are stuck and the price is moving up fast. That's the only two definitions of a squeeze. Okay. All right, Cole. You're a cool guy then. I don't trade them either. I only trade the chart. I don't trade the meme. So I sold when it was weak. I got back in it now. My stop is at break even, and I don't care. And I'll make more money on my NASDAQ futures tomorrow. That's the plan. So I have nothing against you, Cole. If you're not trading these, you actually are. As long as you're trading something and you know that these are kind of hype and a gamble, then I respect. So I take my statements from before back. Because I'm just trading this as a chart. That's it. There's nothing. It's a sympathy play. I've been around pump and dumps for 6 years, and I know what they look like. Did you guys see the thumbnail? This is the thumbnail I made. Because Benzinga says Alpha Michael Charlie. No, Cole's good dude. I said what I said earlier, but I've always said from the beginning though, you could always get back in. So when it's obviously if you sold at 5, different. I wasn't telling anyone to sell ever to begin with, but when I was saying it was weak, it was between $12 and $8. So it's in this range back now. And today we got the news. Today opportunity came, and you could have gotten back in. So it's not like you missed anything. Yeah, I did exactly, Brian. I did what I do every single day. I wasn't gonna hold. I mean, actually, no, I didn't do what I do every day because I held it way longer than I usually would. This Charlie guy is just talking today. He hasn't said anything about JME since like beginning though. He just said it was a gamma squeeze to the moon, but that's about it. Now he said it was a call sweep. But very interesting. That's a huge move. Keith made what? How many million is that? 150 points times 50,000. Someone do the math. We don't know. I just cold sweep and GameStop is moving and everything else is following it. So even KOSS and Express is moving, and even Nokia moved a bit. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be all about GME and AMC, and it's gonna be a wild day. Yeah, I'm back in it. But still tomorrow I'm gonna be focused on NASDAQ. That's where my baby is at. Yeah, let's see if Diamond Hands website is still up. This is an opportunity, right? There's a lot of people that are gonna make money. Yeah, so this website's not even accurate. This website, they don't even update it. So who knows who owns this website? Robinhood just texted. But yeah, AMC is moving way less than GameStop. GameStop, if you bought GameStop when it started moving, you would have made around 150%, which is a huge move versus AMC barely has moved, you know? The difference is huge because AMC is just following GameStop and sympathy plays. That's exactly how they work. As you can see, the charts look exactly the same, but GME is the mother of everything, and then everything just follows like a little duck. Little ducklings following their mom everywhere where she goes, but they're just much smaller. But who knew it was going to jump like that? Well, we knew right away. We were chatting on Discord, and we heard on Benzinga, people in the chat talked about it, and even this morning we were watching it already, you know. So I was able to catch it at $8.24, and I was already in bed. Like I mean, not in bed. I was laying down, and I just looked at it. And the best way to, the thing is, like, GameStop started moving way before. GameStop started moving way before AMC. So you could have jumped on AMC as early as you could, because obviously you would have thought that they're both gonna move. And it looks like GME wasn't moving here, but before this big move, this was a huge look. Like if we saw this, that was a huge move. So you got your attention on it already, right? It looks small now when you look at it in the big picture, but in this time frame, this was huge. Yeah, I mean, I remember when it went to 64, and that's when Benzinga said something, and I was like, oh, it's already at 57, and then boom. So I could have bought it. We could have bought it. Everyone in my Discord could have bought it at $60, and we could have tripled our money, or doubled our, no, tripled, yeah, tripled our money. Damn. Why did I buy GME instead? Because it's cheaper. It's always like, oh, because it's cheaper, but the percentage moves is what matters. It's not the price. You just buy less shares, but toxic, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be the biggest struggle. All the bag holders from before that just want to get out break even. But now people are gonna get stubborn. They're gonna read on the forums, and they're gonna get stubborn, and they're not gonna sell, and it's gonna drop, and they're gonna be like, oh, I wish I sold, but that's how market works. Oh, we could get you a link for that. Bill, can you get a link for Discord if anyone wants to join? Just so you guys know, we talk in Discord, but it's more like we do focus a lot on futures, and we try to avoid the diamond hands type of talk. Okay, we're trying to educate ourselves on how to maneuver the stock market as safely as possible. Not using stop losses is not the way to go. Let's see if GME can make one more leg up. Zoldra, is it because you're long and you're scared now? Is it that way? Because if I don't have a position, right? I think that it's gonna go up still, but it did hit that resistance pretty hard. So I don't know how far it's gonna fall before it goes, but I think you still have a chance. Oh, you only have 2 shares. I guess you were going for like a quick scalp, like I guess 20, 30 points per share, right? I guess you bought it on the pullback. You bought it on the pullback, right? Not before 200. But AMC is hitting the 20 EMA right now, which I love to see. And same thing with GameStop. So GameStop could still go. I think that overnight is going to be interesting. What happens in the morning and in pre-market. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, see, like one trade can wipe you out. That's the scary part, right? Like you said, you're just risking it all. Like, is that your whole entire account? No, it can't be because you have a margin. 4 a.m. stream incoming? Probably not. Even though futures are pretty wild at 4 a.m. Yeah, background light. I was laying down. That light is bright, guys. That light is bright. Yeah, last time I went up to 150. The next day, yeah, that was the thing. The big squeeze always happens after a big dump, right? Like it's the reaction. Trade Zero doesn't allow a margin on these stocks. Yeah, blocking margin is common in very volatile stocks, but you can't block it from trading cash account, with your cash in your account, but you could block it with. Come on, GME and AMC, go, go, go. $13. I want $13 on AMC. Would you not recommend chasing GME? I would not recommend it. It's too volatile. All right, so let me put it this way. If you buy GME at like $200, if it goes to 400, you made less than what people bought here and sold it now, right? So the squeeze from 55 to 200, that's a huge squeeze. But from 200 to 400, that's only 100%. Is it worth the risk? I mean, that's the question you have to ask yourself. I mean, I can't help you with that, but I don't think that's a high reward if you don't have big size. It's a high reward if you use size on this. If you're trading size where every single dollar it moves, it matters, and it's not percentage gains, but it's the dollar amount, then yes. If you take 1,000 shares of GME, I mean, you could make some serious gains. Yeah, he's with the regular Trade Zero. He's with the original Trade Zero. The US Trade Zero is new. It's like a year old. But thank you guys for tuning in. Can you guys smash that like button and subscribe if you guys want to tune in every day for some futures trading? I think you could close your position. It's just you're going to get flagged. So they should allow you to sell it and then flag you and then suspend you. Yeah, volume's drying, but it's already a huge move, guys. Like, if I would have put GME, I would have been out already. AMC did not have nowhere near as big of a move, but it's still holding. Still holding up, and again, it might take some time for it to squeeze. Even though GME is already squeezing, but AMC is not. AMC is just moving up. Sim, it's just because of the margin accounts, right? They don't want to give you margin. They're trying to protect you, but it's just dumb. It should be like 5,000, I think. 10,000. That'll be more legit than 25,000. Did I make any money with the craze? Well, it's dropping now. I was up nicely when it was at 1138. Yeah, but Sim, you could do any account you want. You don't have to. Well, obviously you need your passport, but you could open up with Trade Zero, and you if you're outside of the U.S., you don't have to worry about the PDT rule because there's many brokers that you could sign up with. Bill, yeah, Bill, it's the holding the position. See, holding positions just never works for me. Yeah, but the free trading is never free. Rowdy, we could trade futures. Futures are way better than crypto. Have you ever heard about futures, Rowdy? Futures, like, people have no idea what they are, but like I'm telling you guys, it's like it's the best invention ever. Oh yeah, if you place tiny trades, yeah, yeah. No, that I agree with. Okay, Rowdy. So let me see if I could kind of give you an overview because if you're into like trading like a lot, you'll love futures. Because they move 23 hours a day, so they only close like I think they're closed now. Yeah, they're gonna open back up at 6 p.m. So in a half hour. But basically, what futures are is let me show you. So this is a futures Nasdaq futures contract. So basically, what this is the Nasdaq, right? So it's the futures contract of the Nasdaq, and I'll let you guys know if any of the GME or AMC are moving. I have them up. They're currently going up a tiny bit, but basically, what futures are is you trade them based on contracts, so it's not based on shares. It's based on contracts. So you need a separate broker for that. But it's all regulated and stuff, like not like crypto. But you could have legit brokers that allow you to trade futures, and it's super cheap to get in. For example, excuse me, with Tradeovate, this is the Nasdaq, right? So the Nasdaq is priced at 13,000 roughly, and look at the range of it from the bottom to top today alone. It moved up 375 points, right? So that's 375 points. Now, for every single dollar that this moves, for every dollar it moves, it's $20 of profit. So every time this moves a dollar, it's $20 of profit. And the best part is one single contract to buy is $550. So with $550, if you ride it all the way here, you could, I don't know how much, 375 times 20 is $7,500 with $550 here. If you ride it from the, obviously I'm giving you an idea of what's possible. It's really hard to hold that long, right? But I'm just giving you the example here. You could, I could scalp this little candle here, and that's $400, which is $550, right? So like the potential is insane, and this trades 23 hours a day. And also you could do micro contracts. So if you want to trade with a small account, let's say you have a $550 account, taking one contract is too dangerous because what if you lose on your first trade? But if you take micro contracts, that will cost you only $55, right? So it's $55 for one contract, and then you would make $750 on this move. So everything's just divided in 10. So like one micro is 1/10 of a mini, right? And then if you take 5 micros, it's like having half of the mini. And then having 10 micros is like having 1 mini. So if you take 10 micros here, that is the same price. It's 7,500. It's just you have 10 individual contracts, and you could scale out. You could, it's like having 10 shares instead of just 1 share. But you should definitely look into it, man. It's ever since I discovered futures, it's been almost not life changing, but it's been still like work in progress because I'm fairly new to futures. But I just don't even care about stocks as much anymore because the opportunity in futures is just insane, especially on volatile days like we've been having today and yesterday at least. All right, let me go back to the chart. And there's no PDT rule in futures. So if you're in the US, there's no PDT rule. And if you bank a lot in futures in the US, right? If you bank a lot in the US, let's say 100,000 in a year, you would save over $10,000 on taxes because futures are taxed differently than stocks. So I'm up a decent amount into spam. I don't make that much with trading, but majority of my trading profit from 2020, not, I would say 2020 is still like half and half because I did trade a lot of stocks. But this year, majority of my profits will be from futures. And if I didn't live in New Jersey, I could live off how much I make trading. But I live in New Jersey, so I still have my business, and I don't plan on giving up my business until I can make, close to $200,000 to $300,000 trading a year. But that's a long way to go. I just have high ambitions for myself. How much do you need to get into trading futures? You could open up an account with just $500 and you could trade micros and slowly grow them. It's much easier to grow a $500 futures account than its stocks, but it's not easy, right? You got to know what you're doing. There is a link in the description for donations to Streamlabs. I don't have Cash App. Thank you, though. I'm trying to copy and paste it. It's not letting me. Copy. I use Tradeovate and I use AMP Futures. And there's also a thing that you could do, which is called a combine. So you could actually start with $100 to $150. And if you pass a combine, so you pay per trade, if you pass it, they'll give you a funded account. But that's not easy either. That's fine. You could trade. Futures are traded worldwide, and that's why they trade 23 hours a day. Where do I think GME and AMC will go? I think AMC is gonna follow GME, and I think that's the whole concept here. So just that's the one thing I would pay attention to is how is GME doing. If GME is doing good, then AMC is gonna follow, and if GME is falling, then AMC is gonna fall. And it looks like in the initial move, it looks like the GME started moving a little bit faster, so you could have reacted to AMC and get back in. But now it looks like they're moving pretty much identical. But I don't know how far. I mean, I'm surprised they even got up here. So I'm just riding the wave. My stop is at break even on AMC. And if it comes back, it comes back. If it starts running again, I'll give it another try. That's what I was saying just before about AMC being for poor people. It's not true. You know why? Because it's all about percentage gains. So I did the same thing. Like I should have bought GME. I don't know why I bought AMC, but if you would have bought, like we were watching it here, like on my Discord, we knew about it, like right here at $60. So if you would have bought it at 60, the percent gain to the top is it's 227%. Versus if you would have bought AMC today at the bottom, it's only 62%. And that's not even when the move started, right? So that's kind of, let's say you bought it here. So it doesn't matter if you're poor or rich, like that makes no difference. If you're buying this for investment, as far as you're counting it as a percentage, it's much bigger percentage gains on GME. The squeeze has not yet squeezed. It already has squeezed. It's just this could be a second squeeze. That's my opinion, especially on GME. AMC was a big move. It was a squeeze, but it was nothing. Like I was expecting it to go a little higher. But GME had a squeeze, and we'll see if it squeezes again. Standing desk is coming on Saturday, guys. So I already got it. I need it. I can't be sitting the whole time. I don't want to be streaming as long as I've been, just so I could just trade in the morning. We could talk pre-market. I trade, and then kind of log off. Just so I could get other stuff done because I really did not do anything the whole time when I was streaming. I would just stream, eat, sleep, barely sleep, and stream again. And obviously I don't make any money streaming. So I actually just made my losses back on AMC from streaming. I don't do it based on like, I'm not doing it for like educational purposes like some streamers. Like they just jump on to kind of give you like new information and this and that. I do it more to just hang out. It's like a different, like a laid back type of stream. That's why in the beginning I would be talking nonstop, and then we kind of just open up questions, and I kind of respond to your chat, and then I look at different things as well. Why do I think? Because they have a lot of viewers. If you have a lot of viewers, you make a lot of money on YouTube. Even trades, he posted how much he made. Have you guys seen it? He's gonna make, and now if AMC is gonna like move up higher, he's gonna clear 70,000 this month. And he started his channel on my birthday in 2020. I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, he's killing it. So for him, it's life changing. Like his life is changed now because the amount of growth that he has is gonna be able to sustain him for the entire year. And if he keeps up, he's just gonna keep growing because the finance world of YouTube is huge, and it pays really well. But you really have to have the audience for that, right? So I'm more of a niche. So I'd rather focus on futures trading because that's where my heart is, and I don't think I have the personality to tell people what they want to hear. Um, and I don't have the charisma like he does, where he just makes everyone happy and stuff. You know, just a different. It's a personality. That's what YouTube is. Like anyone that you watch a lot, they have something that you want to keep watching, right? Versus here, we just talk stocks and trade futures, and I kind of want to give you guys the eyes for the futures market because I think it could be life changing. Not only like I want to change my life with futures, but I want to give you guys an opportunity to look into it. So that way you could start looking into it and seeing if that is something for you. I'm not saying it's easy because it's not. But again, what I always say, investing, you can't live off that. If you want to live off trading, you can. Or if you want to just use trading as a supplemental income to pay your bills, that is awesome. You know, so you could do $100 a day. You make $100 a day trading for an hour a day, and for a lot of you guys, that would be really good money, right? Even for me, that's really good money. That's $2,000 a month. Think about what kind of car you could have for $2,000 a month. If you had a regular job, you lived your life, but you were able to just milk the market for $100 every single day, and what kind of car you could get. I was just talking about just big YouTubers because someone asked about why they keep doing it and stuff like that. But there's just so much money on YouTube. But I also said that I don't make any money because I'm, on a small scale, you don't make money on YouTube. It's the big guys. Same thing with gaming streamers. I mean, gaming streamers, they make so much money. I mean, it's ridiculous. And they just play video games. But how many little streamers never make to that point? Yeah, I actually found out about Trey from Brian. So that's good for him though. He's um he's a character, that's for sure. So he's gonna do well on YouTube. And he's blowing up. He's blowing up. He's gonna pass Brian's channel. And I think he had a didn't he speak with Meet Kevin too? Meet Kevin is huge. Oh yeah, CPM. Like my CPM for my videos, like not my live streams, but my videos is huge. Like I could show you guys. I could show you everything, guys. I have nothing to hide. Mm. They just updated the website, so like today I forgot on today's stream I didn't add ads in the morning. I forgot. We get copyright claims all the time because I always play music. Or I think it was Monday. I played. I didn't even play on the stream, but it was going through the speakers because I have everything linked. Like when I play news and stuff like that, it goes through the stream. I literally played a video from the news channel because it was about someone being rescued from the water. They've been in the ocean or in the river, I forget, for like 36 hours, and they got rescued by some random boat. And can you believe the background music as they were talking about that? It was like very low in the background. That music got caught on YouTube and copyright claim. I was like, I didn't listen to any new music. I listened to the same playlist. Because I learned my lesson. Every time I would go copyright free music on YouTube, I would try different channels and then I would get copyright claims. Uh, Sim, actually, here's a big thing. The music's for you guys, not for me. I barely hear it because I don't wear my headphones half more often than not. And those AirPods are for my mom for her birthday on Sunday. But yeah, let me show you. Trying to find a video that has like $20 CPM. Actually, if you guys wow. Wow. Guys, check this out. This is why people do YouTube. $61 CPM, $33 per 1,000 views. Now imagine I was Trey and I posted this video and I got 50,000 views on it. Wouldn't you keep doing? He posts like 3-4 videos a day. Yeah, imagine getting views, because that's the thing. Like I don't get the views, right? And live streams are nowhere near the same. That's why Trey posts a lot of videos. Not He doesn't stream as much, if you notice, and he streams quick, and his streams are very to the point. Like it's a strategy. He gets to the point. He tries not to talk to the stream as much, right? He talks more about the charts. So I don't know how YouTube algorithm knows this, but they know it and they could pick it up and they analyze the content. So with my stream, it's a lot of dead time. We BS all the time, you know, and sometimes we cuss a bit. So they all see that. But this was at $20 like last time I checked. That is insane. And that gives me motivation to post some videos. Just so I could pay for my car. I want to buy a new car. That's all I want from YouTube. Because on this video, I made $7, guys. It took me 2 hours to make the video, but I made $7. But that's all right. I love you guys. But let me just give you guys a link, so in case you are interested in futures trading. But you know who's doing why that CPM is probably high? Because all the combines are probably pushing the ads to it. But yeah, if anyone's interested in futures trading, this is a good video to watch. But see, then I posted another video, and that video is only $4. So see, they just know the content. Like, you just got to know what to post. Sapphire, thank you so much for that super chat. Get the futures videos going ASAP. Yeah, I got some going. And join us in the live stream. I do trade live. I don't necessarily show my trades the whole time. Sometimes they are super quick. But we do talk futures and we analyze and how they work. So over time, you kind of pick up the gist of it. But it's just so much more opportunity in futures with small amount of money versus with stocks, right? In stocks, you get in, you go on your knees, and you pray to the stock gods that it's going to go up. But because you can't actively day trade with small amount of money, and to grow the small account, you need to actively day trade, right? So you need to, if you start with 500, grow that 500 to 600. Now you have $600. So once you go to 600, then you grow to 700. Then from 7, you go to 850. Then from 850 to 1,000. Then from 1,000 to 1,500. It's much easier that way. Take small steps. And then I always say, a professional futures trader doesn't need more than $10,000 in his account, in my opinion, to trade the NASDAQ and the ES. I know other contracts are more expensive, but maybe depends how much risk you want. If you want to take, let's say you want to risk 5,000 on the trade, then obviously you're gonna need more money. But you can make some serious gains with just 10,000 in your account versus stocks, $500,000. Yeah, I gotta do videos. It's just I've been spending so much time on the stream. By the time I get off, I just want to go to the gym, and I just don't want to do videos. I just want to get ready and trade again. I love trading, guys. I'm never gonna give that up. Never. I mean, maybe if I made 70,000 on YouTube in the first month, I mean, I would reconsider, but right, because that's gonna be that Trey's gonna make 500,000 this year on YouTube, which is insane. Big, big congrats to him. So imagine how much like Meet Kevin makes and Stephen Graham and all those finance channels. It's insane money. It's just amazing. Like it's just amazing that we get pushed, we got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do that, but there's just so much opportunity out there that people just don't realize. And biggest thing is like people jump on the train too late. Same thing as stocks, they jump on the train a little bit too late. So the gaming situation is so saturated with streaming, like it's hard to break through on streaming. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you guys hit subscribe. Usually we do have a cool light in the back. I did not plan on going on stream. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Someone did tell me that in the beginning. I should do like, since I'm streaming all day, just do videos while I stream. So like ignore the chat for a bit and just like do a PowerPoint presentation. Like I even have one. Did I not save it? I reset my PC yesterday because I had an issue with my platform, and it probably didn't save. Let's see. Recover unsaved presentations. Oh, there it is. So like I was working on this. So how to get started trading with just $150. So I was gonna explain basics of futures again, right? So I'll give you guys a quick overview. It's not finished, but basically, if you don't want to fund your own account, what you could do is you can get funded with the prop firm, right? So with stocks, that's not legal in the U.S. In the U.S., to be a prop trader, you have to have a license, and to get onto a prop company like SMB Capital in the city on Wall Street, it's very hard. You actually have to be a really good trader. So with this, what happens is, let's say you get a program, and then you pass it, you get funded. So you get a funded account. So that means you don't have any more risk to you, and you could keep trading. And if you grow it, you could withdraw the money. Now, this is very, very hard. It's not easy, but with $150, you get an idea of making futures trades, right? So you could kind of get the feel for it. It still feels kind of real because the money's on the line, right? It's not a lot of money. It's only $150, but it's better than $1,000 in your own account. And then if you pass this, that means you know what you're doing. And all it takes is 15 days, right? 15 days is all you need. And it's $200 a day, basically. If you can make $200 a day for 15 days, you pass. Or you can make $100 a day for 30 days because it's minimum 15 days. And you have to make $3,000 for this. I'll show you different options, but for this example, it's $3,000 that you have to make. And you have to trade minimum of 15 days, but a trading month has 20 days. So if you pass within 20 days when you sign up, you will only pay $150. If you go over that, you will just continue paying. So you'll pay another month, right? So then you'll be paying $300 for this total, but it will give you 40 days to finish it. So you don't have to rush if you're a smaller trader. Now, there's a lot of rules that you have to follow and different things, but it's pretty cool that they offer that. And I'm actually doing one. I actually blew one yesterday. I was up $680 on it and I blew it. But market was volatile yesterday and I just got greedy. So I restarted it today. So now we're going to stick to the small gains and shut it off. This morning I made $600 at the open on this. I was down 200 pre-market, but made 3 quick trades on it and I was done. But basically, I just have all the, kind of explaining on how it works. That's what will be in the video. But let me just show you what are you paying for. So you could start with $125 a month, but I don't recommend that. It's too small, and it's only $25 more to do this one, versus the big jump from 150 to 300. In my opinion, is not worth it. But you do 6 contracts, right? So it's not really a $50,000 account. That's just the marketing gimmick. And every contract in the futures market costs different amount. But like if you're trading the market that I just showed you, which is the NASDAQ, I have 2 brokers. One is $550 a contract, and the other one's $6,000. So let's say you go with the other one, $6,000. So technically, you get a $6,000 account, and you can only lose $2,500 of the account anyway. So it's really like having $2,500 account. That's what they give you, but you're only paying $150 for it. The first $8,000 that you make is 100% yours, and then you split 80-20 after that. But my recommendation in my plan, if you pass, let's say you make 5,000-6,000 with them, and then you just withdraw that money and open your own account with a different broker. There's much cheaper brokers out there, and then you don't have to split the profits with them, and it's still the same risk. As long as you consider that money is not really yours, that risk you could kind of put away, right? It's still $150, even though you technically did take out 5,000, but you could just ignore that or pay yourself 1,000, put 4,000 in the account, and try to grow that account. Because with this, you don't get the tax benefits of trading futures, because this would be a 1099 subcontractor. So whatever you make, it's like being an employee to like a gig, like a freelancer or a gig employee is what they call it. So it's not W-2, it's 1099. If you know what that is, you're familiar with that. That's how I pay my employees, basically. I don't have employees for my company, for my business, so I give them 1099. So they're just people that work for me when I need them to, basically. Contractors, that's what they are. And there's some, obviously, cons and pros to this. It's very tight risk management, but if you can't follow those rules in a live account, you'll lose much more, right? So if you can't follow the same rules in your live account, and you have 2,000 in that account, you're going to lose it all anyway. I mentioned the taxes, because with futures, 60% of the profits are taxed at long-term capital gains. So actually, for the first $40,000 of long-term capital gains in the US, it's tax-free. You don't pay any taxes on that. So if you made 66,000 on stocks, only 66,000 on stocks, all of them would be taxed at regular income rate or short-term capital gain tax. Versus with futures, you only pay $26,000 for, and that's the only thing that's taxed. That $26,000. So you save a lot of money on that. And same thing here. So that's with stocks and futures. That's the comparison. You would have to do the comparison based on federal taxes, what country you're in, and also what state you're in. Every state has different income tax, but with the 80-20 split, the reason I would recommend taking the money out as soon as you make some is because if you net 66,000, I don't know why I did 666, but if you net 66,000 with them, you only keep 46,000 because they take 20%, right? So the first 8,000 you keep, and then after that they take it. So you lose 20,000 to them, and then you got to pay taxes on all of it. So it's almost not worth it, in my opinion. Like minimum withdrawals only $1,000, and you can only take it out once a week. So there's a lot of limitations to it, but it's something that's worthwhile to maybe give it a try, just for some people. All right, let me go back to chat and see what questions you guys have. Yeah, so GME and AMC are moving back up a little bit. What were you guys talking about, me buying a Tesla? I would never, ever, ever buy a Tesla, guys. Maybe the Roadster, but never. We talked about it in Discord today. If it's electric, it doesn't make noise, and it's able to self-drive, I don't want it. I love sports cars. I don't want the luxury of a car driving me. I want to drive the car. The only Tesla I would buy is the stock. I have two friends that have Teslas. So I've driven the S and I've driven the 3. Yeah, that's a sound kit though. That's not the point. It's not the same. It's not the same. Plus, you can't take it to a track. It will overheat and there's no charging stations at the track. It's a fast car. I'm not saying it's not. It's actually super fast. Stupid fast. And it's the future. But while I can, I'm going to enjoy my even turbos. I don't even like turbos. But it's true though. BMW i8 has sound coming through its speakers for the noise. I don't know about Tesla, but with the i8 you can. And there's also some regulation that the car has to make some kind of noise for deaf people and blind people. I mean, for blind people, not deaf people. But for deaf people, they use in the city, they use a vibration on the sirens for like cops and ambulances. It's like a vibration, so even deaf people can hear it or feel it. You love turbos? No, not me. The sound of a car with no turbo is way better than with the turbo, in my opinion. Yeah, my friend has a P100D. And he bought it with Tesla gains. My friend's brother made a ton of money on Bitcoin. I don't know if it was Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. It wasn't actually Bitcoin, but he sold Bitcoin pretty early to get into other coins. Is the Porsche your daily driver? Yes. Now I have an SUV, but I drive if it's raining really bad or like now in the winter when it's a lot of salt on the ground. But I drive it. If there's no salt on the ground, it hasn't snowed, I'll drive it. I just took it out of the garage today, first time since mid-January. Before GME. I haven't driven it since I bought AMC actually. Today was the first day. Bro. Love that. But yeah. I love cars. Cars is my passion, so I know a lot of guys that have crazy cars and it's not about flexing, it's about enjoying cars. The only people that flex with cars is when they try to show them off and they don't actually drive them. Yeah, I mean, you might as well get someone to drive you. I mean, there's a market for self-driving cars, and that's gonna be crazy. And that's why I love Elon Musk, because things he does. But I just need to be able to drive the car, and I need to feel it. I need to feel the road. Like if you drive my car and then you go in like a Mercedes, like a luxury Mercedes, it's like a different world. Getting at 181 like me. Oh yeah. Yeah, he bought at the highs, sadly. Hopefully it goes again. Oh, you bought it today, Mimi? I wish I bought GME instead of AMC today. I didn't think of that. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna go to 200, but like the percentage move is just way bigger on GME. Oh, guys, let me check my phone. My friend's probably calling me because I was supposed to go somewhere an hour ago. Oh, wait, the futures market's open. Oh, we could trade. Hold on, hold on. I shut my broker off. So as you see, the futures market is open. Well, I'm not gonna trade it. I'm just gonna trade tomorrow, or maybe overnight. Maybe it's time for maybe it's time for a 4 a.m. stream. The cool thing with futures, the European market opens at 2:30 a.m. I believe. So futures can get wild at around around that time. Yeah, I am addicted. Sadly, I wish I could just bank on like 1 or 2 contracts and be happy for the day. Yeah, but 5 shares, still pretty big position. Yeah, it's the chase. I know. I've been there so many times. I even do it with Nasdaq sometimes with futures. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get in. I'm like, okay, maybe not. Maybe I'll just not trade today or that setup specifically because I'm already done for the day. And then it will go and it will go do exactly what I thought it would do. And I get in like way later and then I get stopped out. Do it all the time. 30 shares. Is it 3 a.m. Eastern? Maybe it is 3 a.m. No. Our biggest speed limit is 65 miles an hour. Yeah, it's 6 p.m. already. Today flew by. Are you talking about Tesla? Sim, no one said you can't drive it. Just don't get caught. Patrick, are you from Germany? I would love to come to Germany, but I'm not going on the Autobahn. I'm going straight to the Nordschleife. Yeah, but we drive at 85 miles an hour. We don't really get pulled over. We don't get pulled over for going less for over 70 miles. Once you hit 80, then you could get pulled over, but yeah. Nürburgring is where it's at. Um, I just feel like the Autobahn is actually safer. How is it? Like, from my perspective, I would think it's actually safer than having these slow. I feel like slow drivers are more dangerous than fast drivers. Yeah, I mean, LA is different. LA is like New York City. It's horrible. I go to a track, guys, so I get to go fast in turns, and so I get to speed out of my system. They have hockey sticks in Brazil. Oh, wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they're gonna be reckless no matter what if there's a speed limit or not. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of like, I guess that's the same thing for slow drivers. Actually, there's an autobahn, you can still drive slow, but I feel like merging onto the highway and stuff, driving slow is actually worse. I still can't believe I'm getting 60 CPM or RPM, whatever, on my video. Emma, I don't think either. None of us thought it's gonna spike again, but there it is. Keith Gill made like 7 million in the last hour. Must be nice. I'm assuming the Twitter world is going crazy. Is that safe to assume? Yeah. I mean, it's closed, right? I want to trade Nasdaq. Uh, I mean, him buying this definitely helped. He's a big influence, you know. It's like freaking Elon Musk saying Doge to the moon. Dogecoin flies when he says that. So I don't know. Now maybe big money's watching Keith and they're buying it. Let's see if GME could retest the highs again today. Or if it's gonna crap itself. It's curling up. AMC's curling up. It's gonna break 1050, but AMC's just following GME. I think that's all it is. Uh, Top of the stream, there's a pinned message with the link. Am I scalping GME or holding it? No. I'm scalping AMC. If I could get $13 in AMC, that's gonna be my target. So how do stocks follow each other simultaneously? It's just the same money involved in both. It's called sympathy. Yeah, holding is the worst. You don't have to tell me about that. I don't know why I'm holding AMC because it's a small position. I should have just taken a bigger position to make my gains back. I just didn't believe that was gonna go, especially where it collapsed. But whatever. Oh yeah, let me check my phone, guys. My friend's definitely trying to reach me and try on silent. I heard a lower free float contributes to moving up. Yeah, I mean, losses are normal. Don't feel like you screwed up. If you take a good loss because that was your part of your plan, and then when something else happens, then don't overthink it too much. Huh? AMC is moving without GME moving. Interesting. Where's Ace? I miss Ace. Ace was supposed to come to the stream. There has been so much going on with stocks that I haven't had the time to learn how to buy options. Options are the most complicated way to trade. So they will take, because with stocks, when you're buying shares, all you have to do is you got to learn the thesis, right? Like, I guess if you're trading based on charts, you got to learn the charts. If you learn on fundamentals, whatever it is that you enter a position and exit a position, you got to learn that process, right? Now with futures, it's like hockey. So So stocks is like playing soccer or basketball, right? You just learn how to learn the rules and you play basketball, right? Everyone knows how to walk and how to do all that. But with options, you add the extra step. Like with hockey, you got to learn how to skate first. So it's like literally relearning how to walk, basically. So with options, it's very simple if you're just gonna buy and sell. If you're buying Tesla and stuff really quickly, but when you go dive and go deeper into options, it's actually very, very complicated. There's so many different terminologies and different gammas and deltas and I don't even know, strike prices, and you could buy options, you could sell options, you could hedge in options. So there's like iron condors. There's iron condors in options. Evan, which part? I don't know what part you're talking about. Hey Kenny, I go where the movements are. If it's moving, it's on my screen. We find hot stocks, but holding GME and AMC throughout the whole thing was not part of the plan. So I was not expecting to see GME and AMC on my screens either, but here we are, and I'm actually long AMC as well. Because Kenny, I did exactly what I said I would do, right? So I sold it. I even held it too long. I should have sold it around $10 or even 12. But I sold it, and I said we could always get back on. I didn't tell anyone to buy or sell, but I was telling my opinion. And today volume came in, news came in, something happened. So it came on the scanners. We were watching AMC throughout the day, and I got in at the same exact price. I sold it, and now I'm riding the wave. And I was able to use the money that I sold it with last time, or last 3 weeks, or whatever it was. I think it's been 3 weeks, and I was able to use that money to trade other stuff. Now you could use leverage because the amount you are willing to lose is not based on how much money you put in. Right? It's not how much money you put in, it's how much you're willing to risk. ATF, right? So I bought AMC 100 shares at $8.24. Right? $8.24. That's $824. You think I'm going to lose $824? No. I am going to initially I was going to lose about $1. So I was going to lose about $100 on it if it didn't work out. But since it started working out, now my trade is break even. I'm not gonna lose on this trade unless something happens overnight. I'm not gonna have a stop loss and it dumps to $2. Yeah, I'll lose. But if tomorrow we open and it's weak and I sell, I'll sell at break even. I will not let it go red. But even if I did lose on it today, it would have been only $100, even though it was $8,000 position. That's the only way you can make money in the markets. Why use someone else's money? That's how it works in the financial markets, right? So put yourself in the bank situation. How do you think banks make money? Right? Banks make money based on you putting the money in your account and they're using it to grow it. So same thing. Why not use margin? If you could have, for every $1,000 in your account, you could have $4,000 of buying power. Why not use that to grow? If you know what you're doing, you could grow the account much faster. Margin is part of the game. I'll tell you this much. My friend quit trading because he makes more money as a salesman, and he's a beast trader too. But he makes more money as a salesman, and he's just very like whatever he does, he just rakes money in, right? But he was making around 6 figures trading. But he said he always felt broke because he needed so much money in his account. And then I find out he's using a broker, that's shitty broker, that only offers 2 times leverage. I'm like, dude, like any other broker you sign up with, you get 4 times leverage. And then he got excited, so he kept trading. But then he still needed like I think 250,000 in the account to kind of be happy with, because like his trading was different, right? So his trading wasn't penny stocks, it wasn't hype, it was very black and white type rules, consistent results over time. Considering let's say 1,000 trades, what's the odds of winning? And then he would take the same exact trades, but you don't know which stocks are gonna trigger. So he would have to put out orders in ahead of time, right? So he puts orders out ahead of time based on the strategy. So he would need, let's say, $500,000 of buying power to buy all those stocks in case they all triggered, or not even that. You don't know which one's going to trigger. So you have to, based on the strategy, put those orders out, right? Because then if you try to do it manually, you're not going to have time. So that's why leverage comes in handy. But he would only risk like $500 at a trade. I think he was just ATF. I think he was just misspelling stuff. So he just posted it a couple times. It's fine. It was just too much. But I got the message, and there's nothing wrong with there was nothing wrong with his messages. It was just too much. So I still answered his question. So for entry tomorrow, it's tough. Depends how pre-market happens, right? So pre-market's gonna be interesting, and maybe a washout. If there's a washout at the open, buying the washout might be a good idea, and make sure the washout holds. If it doesn't hold, then it will be get out quick. But that's the only way I would enter this. Quick drop at open and instant rebound. I wouldn't go based on percent. It's more like price action, right? You got to kind of feel it out. You don't have to go in all at once. If you're gonna take bigger sides, you could always scale in. But scaling in sometimes is tricky. So from my perspective, scaling in is good, but sometimes it actually hurts you more because then you have more of a loose stop loss, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna give it a little bit more room, and then I'll add some more, and then you just average down and you get killed. No, Mimi, he bought at 180. Really? You shouldn't have to sign up for anything. You should just be able to just pay with a card. Yeah, so AMC is actually moving without GME, which is really, really interesting. I am up $2 and 50 cents per share. I have 100 shares, and I don't know how many he bought. I think he only bought 2 shares. I hope it does for you, man. Because I know it's the worst. Even if it goes, like you still wanna. Yeah, so you're just over the margin. So with 770, you could make some decent gains in the smaller stocks. So I really hope it goes for you, and you get out break even. Yeah, you won't have margin. That's the problem. And if you hold overnight, you won't have margin tomorrow, I don't think. I don't know if that's how it works, but here we go. AMC is about to retest $11 again. Porsche Racing. Yes. Thank you, Kenny, so much for that super chat. I'll put that into my piggy bank for the next Porsche I buy. Feels like it's a scam though, to trick broke people into investing or rich to get more than they need. No, so like number one thing, I'll start with the ending comment. Why does the stock move more after hours? Isn't that concerning you? No, not one bit. I actually prefer less volatile stocks than more volatile stocks. When the stock moves a lot, that's how you lose a lot. That's why a lot of times brokers will restrict margin on crazy moving stocks. Because you can't manage your risk. Just impossible to manage your risk when stocks move from $50 to $200 in a few minutes. It's just not possible to manage your risk, especially if you use leverage, right? But if you are good, you wouldn't need it. Yes, you would, because you don't really understand how much money it costs to trade something like Apple. Like, do the math: how much it costs to trade Apple, how much it costs to trade Tesla, Alibaba, Netflix, Chipotle, any of those stocks. How much money you need, right? It like 100 shares of Apple, which Apple is cheap right now, but it was just at like 200 or 300 before the split. Let's say 125, you buy 1,000 shares, 125,000, right? And 1,000 shares of Apple is really not that much because it doesn't move that much in percentage, right? It doesn't move that much in a day. But people like to trade Apple because it's a safe vehicle for trading, right? So you could kind of understand how Apple is moving and you could trade it. So you have 125,000. Now I am also ATF. I am talking about day trading here. I am not talking about investing. You don't want to invest on margin. No, that's a different conversation. So make sure we're on the same page here. Yeah, I mean the credit. Yeah, I mean I get your point. But I think margin works different. I think margin works different. Yeah, but it's also the value of the dollar is going down, right? That's why the prices of the houses are so expensive now. But we're talking about trading here. We're not talking about credit. We're not talking about that. Um, None of that stuff. I'm just talking about leverage here. Leverage is very important in trading stocks. What page are we on? You mean what stage of the moon launch we're in? All right, we're not gonna be talking about politics or talking about adulting and all that stuff. This has nothing to do with trading. So now you're kind of just going off topic here. So go and buy one. If you already have one, then you already have the house and your money is growing. So well, yes, but that's a different topic. That's a different topic. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Bitcoin's gonna grow a lot more, most likely, than your money in your bank account, right? Your money in your bank account is just gonna deflate over time. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that things don't happen in life. I'm just gonna react to the things that are happening in life. If the value of the dollar is dropping like it's been, then you got to do something to kind of help you grow with that dollar instead of letting that dollar just deflate. Put it in real estate, put it in stocks. You could also take credit for much dumber stuff than trading. Yeah, like college tuition. Let's start with that. How about college tuition? Dumbest thing ever. If you take a dollar from 30 years ago, I don't even know if it's worth half. Not even half. Not many degrees pay off. I would say not many degrees pay off. If you're a doctor, your loans are you're paying a mortgage with your loans, and then you got to find a job. You are already much older than most people to start a job. You got to find a job. You're working your entire freaking life. In the first, I don't know how many years of when you become a doctor, I don't know how many years you have to do to kind of like get your, reputation and all that stuff before you could start your own practice and actually grow the business. That's when you make it back. But in the beginning, no one becomes a doctor for money. Systems engineers being like God. Okay. I feel like being a stock trader is being like God, but that's my opinion. I'd much rather sit on the computer, make more money than most people can in a job. And I'm not that level yet, but I know people that are, and it's possible. That's where I'm going, right? It takes years, just like anything else. But I think that's being God. If you could um manipulate the market to your own advantage and play with the big money and make big money at the same time and not get outplayed, you're a god. I didn't. I guess I used the wrong word. Maneuver. I meant to say, not manipulate. Maneuver around the market. Like I basically trade futures for the most part now because futures don't have as much manipulation. You don't see these kind of moves in futures. Do you even know what futures market is? Because I'm not talking about future. I don't know if I misunderstood you, but all right. Now you're just getting into politics, dude. Now you're just getting into politics. Like I like you or I have any control over that. I'm just playing the game, just like everyone else. Yeah, AMC's gonna move now because GME's moving. GME's at 170. Zoldra, get ready. All right, but we are trading stocks, so we're not gonna be talking about any of that stuff because I don't really care. Ready, man. If you're ready, you're almost break even here. You don't have that many shares, right? So just be careful with that. See. See if we break the highs of 200, which I gotta go soon though. Oh, the guy's 7 o'clock. So it's supposed to be at 5. I told him at 7 and it's almost 7. My ATF. Yeah, let's see. My target would be 13. He was in silence. He was timed out. He has 300 seconds to get on topic. Yeah, free speech. Nah, all seriousness. Just getting off topic. Things I don't really care about. Yeah, I mean, Mimi, it's don't feel too much FOMO, you know? Yeah, but I gotta leave soon. That's the worst part. Oh my god. I might have to leave the stream on though, and I'll just keep an eye on it on my phone. Oh, now you like it, huh? But now what's your plan? Are you gonna sell? It has nothing to do with free speech. It's just being off topic. That's all it is. And spamming the chat. Basically, he was the only ones typing stuff. That's all it is. Wow, let's see. Yeah, I'm holding AMC. I'm gonna hold the AMC overnight. It's GME and KOSS as tab gainers. KOSS, guys. Where the hell is this thing coming from? My god. Why do we buy? Why are we all buying AMC and GME and not KOSS? KOSS that was the craziest mover of them all. Like this is like the silent mover. Yeah, Coast moved like crazy that one day. Look, it went from 294 to 127 in 2 days. Yeah, exactly. No one talked about KOSS. And even Express is moving. I own so much stuff from it. Most of my clothes are from this store. But yeah, that's much much smaller of a move, but still pretty crazy. They're not gonna they're not gonna open it. Hold on guys, I have a phone call I gotta pick up. Wow, guys, that was a long phone call with the client. Uh, all right, guys, I gotta go. My friend's gonna kill me. So, yeah, it's a party in May. That they're looking to reschedule because the venue is not calling them back. They don't know if the venue is gonna be around, so they're trying to see if they can move it to a different date. So, and then we were talking about the whole business situation and stuff. I like to get personal with my clients. Um, it's more of like a personal touch to it, I guess. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Let's hope we have a good day on futures. If you're holding AMC or GME, just be very careful. And I am holding overnight on AMC. Don't really care about it. My stop will be at break even under the lows here. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Yeah, I have to go set up this whole like lighting and a camera for him. He's got some important meetings with the town. He's building a big house, so they're giving him a lot of crap. So he wants to look good. So I'm gonna go set up his stream and I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe maybe 6 a.m. I will see. Maybe 6 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know. It's hard, but all right, guys. See you in the Discord, and I'll talk to you.